Man, LA is such a dumpster fire, and a biblical fire, literally, is now moving just north of Los Angeles, torching hundreds of acres all over again. This isn't far from the Palisades, of course, which sparked the mayoral run of Spencer Pratt. You can see here it is in Simi Valley, just north of Los Angeles, right here. The Pacific Palisades is right here. And so, right in the same area, the fire, now roaring, fast moving, burned 200 acres. Evacuations are happening all across the area, giving us an opportunity
Out
to
of Simi Valley, California, authorities
how
issuing
incompetent California is.
evacuation orders as a fast-moving brush fire is now burning near homes in Simi Valley. The Sandy fire broke out at 10:50 a.m. local time, we are told, and has burned at least 10 acres, according to a local report. Helicopters have been dumping water on the fire, and we have been seeing, wow, look at this site here. We've been seeing structures burning there. We're unclear if the structures we've been seeing on fire are homes, but this is some of the new video, I should say, live shot that we are getting of this happening and spreading right now. John, wow.
Just in time for the LA mayor's race, where the incompetence of California leadership was on full display. A reminder of Gavin Newsom sitting there thrilled as he watched homes get torched to the ground, excited because these were Republican neighborhoods, because these people voted against him, are the least woke people because they were rich neighborhoods that were occupied by legacy homes for people that lived in California and built California, unlike his family. Gavin Newsom loved to watch these people burn and burn alive. He's such a monster. The optics were so
citizens an
atrocious.
apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor?
This was, and she doesn't answer. She just gets asked questions like this over and over and over again. This is Karen Bass. I'm just like reliving how atrocious the optics were for Democrats here in California. I mean, they were just proven to be so evil. Remember that time when Gavin Newsom faked that he had a phone call with Joe Biden in order to get away from a grieving mother who just lost everything?
Literally.
Is it going to be different next time?
It has to be. Has to be. Of course.
What are you going to do?
I'm doing
To
everything.
fill the hydrants. I would fill them up personally. You know that.
I literally have.
I would fill up the hydrants myself.
I won't. I understand.
Would you do that? Do you know there's water dripping over there, Governor? There's water coming out there. You can use it.
I appreciate it. I'm going to make the call to address everything I can right now, including making sure people
I'd
are
like
safe.
to make sure you do. Can I have an opportunity to at least tell people you're doing what you're saying you're doing? Could somebody have a contact? Can I have your contact information?
Right there.
And then he gets in his SUV, and his security shoved that woman into the sewer that's on fire, never to be heard from again. Funny how we've never heard from that woman again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now the fire, they were thrilled to burn down Republican neighborhoods. Now they're burning down the Reagan Presidential Library, which is in Simi Valley. Due to the Sandy fire, the Reagan Library is evacuated and closed. We're immensely thankful to firefighters and first responders. So they're now evacuating presidential libraries. You can see here, there's an evacuation order. This affects thousands of people and residents of these neighborhoods. Once again, the winds are even stronger. The fires are actually technically worse. You can see them right up against the single family homes there, and beautiful looking homes there in Simi Valley. While Karen Bass is worried about getting meth heads new grills, the LA Fire Department has 36 less firefighters than we had when the Palisades fire hit. Folks, you need to vote like your life depends on it, because it literally does. Says Spencer Pratt. Reagan Library evacuated.
In that direction. So as a matter of precaution, the Reagan Library has been evacuated completely. Just a handful of
Beautiful
staff
library.
remaining on site. All tour groups, including some school groups, moved out of there. The vast majority of the staff are sent home. And as you... Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Reagan Presidential Library evacuated. Of course, the library houses some incredibly, just purely priceless pieces of American history. So surely they have some type of evacuation plan were the fires to actually threaten the library itself. Evacuations have been ordered, fast-moving brush fire in Simi Valley as the fires rage. 200 firefighters are on scene battling the blaze. Doesn't seem like enough. But again, this is who's still in charge of LA. The lady who just sat there and stared at the floor because she was getting drunk in Africa when these fires were destroying the lives of millions of her residents. So sickening. It is a truly sickening thing. And I was just in the Palisades. Nothing's been rebuilt. Nothing. The Sandy fire is now 700 acres, so correction there. My apologies. It does look like it is expanding. We don't want bad things to happen to people, but you can see here how this is something that is clearly within shot of residential neighborhoods. And of course, these fires are only happening because of one, ecoterrorism, and two, ecoterrorism, because of the ecoterrorism that runs the state of California. Evacuation orders are now in place. 0% containment. Boy, I've seen this before. And it's Spencer Pratt, who probably has the most to gain here because he's the guy who had his life destroyed by a fire that could have been prevented, right?
This is where Mayor Vass lives. You notice something? Or here, where Nithya Raman's $3 million mansion sits. They don't have to live in the mess they've created where you live. This is where I live. They let my home burn down. I know what the consequences of failed leadership are. That's why I'm running for mayor, for my sons and the rest of us Angelinos that want to stop these corrupt politicians from destroying our city. We are going to get the golden age of Los Angeles back.
Probably one of the most powerful ads in political history. And Spencer Pratt just dropped another banger today. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air banger.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I had to take a minute to run for mayor. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air. In West Los Angeles, Palisades, in my backyard is where I spend most of my days. Feeding hummingbirds, relaxing all cool, avoiding all the bums outside of the school. When a couple politicians who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fire, my mom got scared and said, "You're moving in with Harvey Levin in Bel-Air." I pulled out from my lot about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the rubble, "Yo ho, smell you later." I moved to my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air.
Genius. I hope that he wins. He has to win. Please, Los Angeles. Understand it is a matter of life or death. Vote like your life depends on it. Because it does. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.